All right, we're just here at the second tournament of the year for the Nova Scotia Kayak Fishing Series, and just waiting for lines in. Gonna have a bit of breakfast. It's 5:53. Lines in is at 7, so just over an hour to wait. And yeah, we're just sort of, I don't know if we have a spot per se, more of just an area where we're gonna just start casting. I came to pre-fish here a few weeks ago, and on the other end of the lake, and I didn't catch anything bigger than a 10.75 incher. So we're a little worried. So we're just going to go here and fish and have fun, and hopefully catch a few fish on this end of the lake. And we'll see what happens. But yeah, a little concerning that pre-fish didn't go very good. But this is a gin clear body of water that we're fishing here, so we'll have to see if I don't know if we're going to get them up shallow, if they're going to be deep, but hopefully we run into a few. Either way, I will chime back in when it's lines in. All right, just doing a bit of a check-in here. It's 6:30. We got half an hour left before lines in. Made a few adjustments here already. Put the bibs on because I was getting chilly. I took the sun visor off that screen because I felt it was just getting in the way. So yeah, we're just floating around here, staying around our point, and off of this island. And then there's this island. We'll start here, and there's another point directly behind me, which is a long point that comes out from shore. So we'll fish around this area and see what we got. I got 10 rods rigged up. We will probably start with the obligatory mag draft. I also have a mini max tied on. I got a tube tied on drop shot in the Imakamushi 40. Then I got the Imakamushi 95 tied on, the Imakamushi whatever it is, the 60, the middle one tied on, and what else do I got tied on? I have an underspin with a paddle tail tied on. I got a crankbait tied on, a little one knocker spook tied on, some fluff, got a hair jig. Yeah, so we will see. Not sure what they'll bite, but I got big and small, high column, low bottom column. So I don't know. Hopefully we find a couple here and are able to get the job done. But it remains to be seen, I suppose. All right, folks, we got just under a minute left before lines in. We're gonna throw a few casts with the mag draft, 6-inch mag draft, albino pearl shad, of course. I can't help myself. We'll start with that and go from there. I just have to get a few casts with it out of the way. We'll do 5 or 10 casts with this, and then move on to something else if we don't get bit. And lines in, and first cast. All right, we have the X-Zone tube tied on here. I did not want to go to the tube this early in the day, but I think what we're going to do is just toss her out there, let her sink to bottom, and then just let the wind drift us, and we'll just drift the tube. All right, we got the Mini Max here, Scream Pumpkin with a Great Lakes Finesse, whatever, drop minnow. Is that what it's called for their trailer? I don't know. All right, folks, well, we were just drop shotting for a bit. Didn't get anything, and we're gonna throw this, whatever size this is, the mid-range size Imakamushi, the 70 or the 60, whatever it is. I don't remember. But we're gonna toss this up there a little bit and let it sink and hopefully get bit. and see what happens. Just changing the settings on my finder. No way, I have one first cast with the Imakamushi. Just a little guy. But he might measure. He might measure. Okay, good sign. Alright, well, unfortunately, that one did not measure. It was only 9 inches. Let's see what happens here. Okay, good sign. Good sign. There's one. Not gonna measure. Dang it. Another little guy. There's one. That feels like a bit of a better one. He might go. He might go. Maybe. Let's hope. Let's hope. Nope. Just another 9-incher. I'm marking fish on my live now. There's one. That one has to measure. Come on. Maybe. Maybe. No, I don't think it will. Just 8.5 incher. Somewhere there's got to be a 10 incher. I've never been so desperate for a 10 incher. Right. Oh boy. I'm falling into a trap here, I think. I'm getting too distracted by these little fish. And not thinking enough about where I might find some bigger fish. You know? These are problems. Nothing coming out from this dock. I mean, there's one. He came out from the dock. Are you a better one? You are a better one. You'll measure, right? Maybe? Alright. I don't even know if this one's going to measure. I don't think it will. Golly. Ooh, maybe. Yes, I can get it. I think I can get it to touch 10. Yes, I can. Thank goodness. Alright, there it is. My 10-incher. Finally have one. 805. Woohoo! Alright, 4 more of those. And I'll be a happy camper. Let's go back. So that one did come out under that dock, actually. So we will see if there's any more under that dock. And we got the, I believe this is the 95 size Imakamushi. This is the, whatever, plumish color. So we're going to see. Alright, we got the underspin here. We're going to go through here. I guess it's Imakamushi or bust. By the seams, by the looks of it. All right. So be it. So be it. All right, we're gonna throw around the old marabou for a bit here, just to see if we can't get bit on something other than the Imakamushi. All right, back to the Imakamushi, I think. Alright, so we're just pulled up to this dock here. We're just going to see if we can't get another fish here somewhere. That was off the dock. Interesting. And another bigger one. Bigger one. Will this one match? Will this one work? So that's 2 off the dock. Or the 2 biggest ones of the day for sure off the dock. So we might be sticking to docks for a little bit. If this one met, I don't think this one's gonna go 10. We will see. Oh, I don't think so. I don't think so. Nope, 9.5. Dang it. Having a hard time pitching this against the wind here, even with that slight little breeze. There's one. Yep, right by that dock again. Are you a bit better? Ooh, you might go. You might go. Okay, okay. Get in here. Get in here. Yes. All right, folks. We got this guy who should, hopefully measure. I mean, he looks bigger than the other ones that I was catching. So let's just see here. He should go. He should go something here. Oh yeah, he's gonna go. He's gonna go. Oh, giant. We got 11 inches here, folks. 11 inches. Perfect. All right, folks, there he is. My big lunker. 11 inches. Let him go. Come on, that's got to be one. Yep, there's one. Did he take it? Yep, he's got it. Oh, he had it. He had it. Somebody had it there. Okay, there's a few fish here. We'll play around. There's one. Oh, this is a better one too. Or a better one. When I say better one, it might be 10 inches. Ooh, this guy. Perfect. This guy's more than 10 inches. Alright, here she is. Or he. 11. So, we just need 2 more for the limit. Now we are ahead of schedule, so that's good. Let's see if we can get 2 more before 10. And then we can, I don't know how we look for bigger fish though, given that nothing was hitting on my bigger baits, so. There's got to be one there, come on. There's one. Oh, he might count. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Yep, he'll count. All right, there he is. 11.25. Lunker. Alrighty. We need 1 more for our limit. It's 9:45. Let's see if we can get it before 10 o'clock. And then we have the whole rest of the day to try to fish for a bigger fish somehow, whatever that means. Not sure how we do that, but figure something out. That one came off of close to this dock. So we'll see if we can't get another one somewhere close to here. I'm sure I'm not the only one catching fish. I'm sure everybody's catching a lot of fish, but yeah. There's one. Ooh, this one's better. Yep. Might even get the net out for this one. I mean, he's not a huge fish, but yes. Alrighty. That is by far the biggest fish of the day, which sounds ridiculous, but it is what it is. Alright, there he is. 13.25. Can make him touch the quarter. So, awesome. Off he goes. Well, we're going to fish down this shoreline now and fish more docks, I think. And seeing as that's the only thing that's kind of really produced fish that are 10 inches or better. Alright, well, I just had an upgrade. It was a 10.25. And then I also was able to get service right there, so I uploaded everything. And turns out that, yeah, I'm in 12th place. So that's not great. Well, folks, it is 1:35, and yeah, we're still sucking. Last we checked, we were in 12th place. We have, yeah, just under half an hour to fish. And so yeah, I mean, if we get anything, we will chime back in, but if not, we will maybe do a little wrap up in the garage as per usual. But otherwise, we'll talk to you later. Okay, folks, we have a nice fish on. We have a good fish on. This is definitely going to help us. This is definitely going to help us if I don't lose it. This is actually a good fish, not just some... Oh, come back, come back, come back. In the net, in the net, in the net. Yes. All right, folks. We have a 16. Yes. There he is one more time. Well, 2 minutes left. 1 minute left. 1 minute left. Gotta get one in real quick here if we get one. There's one. We gotta get him in. We gotta get him in. We gotta get him in. Oh, come on. We gotta get him in. I think he'll count. Will it count? Will it count? Yes, it will. 11 and a quarter. Actually, I think 11 and a quarter is mine. And it's time. Perfect. All right, folks. We'll leave it at that. Beauty. Beauty. Yeah, we'll get back to you in the garage. Alrighty, everybody. Yeah, so that was the video, and that was the day. It was a grind of a day. Caught tons of fish. I obviously didn't include all of them in the video. Otherwise, the video probably would have been like 8 hours long or whatever, but like tons and tons of 9.5s and 8-inch fish and all that kind of thing. Couldn't really figure out how to get a bigger bite. Even that 16-incher at the end. I mean, I was fishing stuff like that all day long. That shallow cobblestone or cobble rock bottom, you know, that kind of thing. I was fishing stuff like that all day. So for me, that 16-inch fish at the end just kind of seemed random. And so it seemed random in as far as it's just exactly where I was kind of fishing the same types of area all day long. So I don't know. So it was difficult to find a big bite, obviously. It was difficult for me to find a bite on anything other than the 60-sized G-Crack Imo Kamushi. So for the second tournament in a row, the last tournament was the 95-sized Imo Kamushi. This time it's the 60-sized Imo Kamushi. And yeah, couldn't get a bite on anything else. I tried the 6-inch mag draft. I had a Nishini crankbait. I had drop shot, hair jig, topwater like a spook. I dragged a tube for a while, thinking like I moved out deep for a while. I was marking fish out deep. Couldn't get them to go. What else did I have tied on? Mini Max chatterbait. I had an underspin with a paddle tail. Yeah, I tried everything. I had 10 rods going. Tried everything. Could not get bit on anything else but that 60-sized Imo Kamushi. And yeah, it's just interesting to see how other people that I talked to after the tournament, like I only got bit on topwater, or I only got bit on the underspin or Ned rig or whatever. And for me, it was this. So I don't know. I don't know what I could have done differently. I moved areas, and for whatever reason, it seemed I could catch if I saw lots of cobbled rock and boulders and such. I could catch all the 8 to 9 inchers I wanted,
but all of my keeper fish came off of docks or near docks. And then I tried to replicate that later on in the afternoon, and that just went away. It didn't happen on the newer stretch of docks that I tried. So after that, I was a little bit aimless. I didn't really know where to go from there, because everything to me just looked the same. I couldn't find any variation in structure or anything. It was all just, the same rocky shoreline and cobbled rock underneath and sand and blah, blah, blah. And just couldn't find any difference. And I will say that 1/16-incher I did catch sort of at an outflow. So that was a thing, I guess. But yeah, had those 2 fish at the very end of the tournament there, with the last fish was like a minute left to go. That bumped me up a couple spots. Prior to that, I was in 12th place. And so those 2 fish helped me at the end and bumped me up to 9th. So I was able to get into the top 10. So we'll consider that a success, given that my pre-fish, I didn't catch anything bigger than a 10 3/4 inch fish. So, and I only caught 1 of those. So we'll consider this tournament a success. I don't know. It's a tough lake, beautiful lake, with that gin clear water, but on to the next one. The next tournament for me will be beginning of July, maybe, I don't know, maybe it might even be Canada Day weekend, I think, or something. And that will be in New Brunswick with the Hook and Paddle Bass Series, I believe in Mactaquac. So we're going to be headed out there. So we'll see how we do there. And then, yeah, on to the next one. Thanks a lot for watching, everyone. I really appreciate it. Take care.